I think this is one of those days where, Lori, I genuinely look forward to Wednesdays because I know I get to talk with you at the top of the show. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you today. Well, there's a lot of exciting things that happen on Tampa Bay's Morning Blend all week long, but Wednesdays is all about your art, antiques, collectibles, the stuff that you send in through photographs to the Facebook page at Tampa Bay's Morning Blend. A lot of fun, Natalie.
You know what? And it's one of those things, too, that sometimes we do different segments that more people will relate to and some that people may not relate to. But I think when it comes to this segment, everybody has those things in their house that they've always wondered, is this value? Is this worth anything? Do I hold on to this? And that's what's got to be so fun about what we do, but also what you're able to do with your livelihood, being able to educate people that really it affects everybody.
Oh, yeah, it does. Because everybody has something. I've done this for many, many years so people can understand how the markets really work. What do you look for at a thrift store? What should I make sure that doesn't get, thrown out into the dumpster at grandma's house? This kind of thing. So there's a lot there. It's easy to do. Take a picture with your smartphone and just send it. Of course, post it to the Facebook page. It's easy to do. So let's get started.
Yes, I would say, by the way, I'm noticing some like toys there. That's one thing that I think I gave away, the 80s classics back in the day. So we want to make sure and not do that for our viewer items. What are we starting with? Are we starting with some toys like we see there, or?
We're going to start with a Goebel, which is the Hummel, the folks who make Hummel figurines. This is a Friar Tuck creamer. So the top is open. From the 1950s, this was sent in. A nice piece, a Goebel piece, and it's hand painted. It's earthenware ceramic. It's about 4 inches tall, 3.5, 4 inches tall. And he has a little friend who's a sugar bowl, but our viewer only sent in the creamer.
Oh, he seems lonely. He does need a little friend. At first I thought maybe he was like missing a hat or something, but you say he is supposed to be hoping there was no lid?
That's right. There's no lid. He's an open creamer. So he has a handle on the back of his back, but you can't see it in the photo that they sent. Goebel is the German company, of course, that makes Hummel figurines. This is a Goebel Friar creamer. So these are collectible in their own right. People collect all the little friars, all the little monks.
Oh, Lori, I'm really torn on this one. Just as I was going to say dumpster, I'm thinking about changing it again because you stressed the Hummel side of things. And I know that's a brand we've talked about here on the show before, and it's collectible. I'm going to hold on to that even though it's friendless. Maybe you hold on to it. You can find the friend one day.
That's right. It's not hard to find the friend. Value on it just $55. So a little bit over, of course. Yeah, the dumpster, our dumpster ceiling of $50. But yes, if you found the sugar bowl, which does have a lid, it would the set, of course, be worth more.
Okay, good. Starting off with a no dumpster. What's the next item today?
It is a porcelain doorknob. So we know architectural salvage like doors and stained glass windows are valuable. This is a porcelain doorknob, and the viewer sent a picture of the door. So there you go. It's in use. That's a nice one. And of course, what you're trying to guess is the value of both doorknobs. So there's a knob on this side, and the match, it's exactly the same on the other side too. White porcelain, ceramic, and then it has, of course, brass fittings or details.
I feel like I've seen these before in showrooms. Maybe I've seen like recreations, people trying to get that look.
Yeah.
So we've talked about hardware in the past. I'm going to go no dumpster on this one as well.
This is $25. Yeah. The doorknobs were very, very high for a while. And then really they kind of leveled off. Everybody got the doorknob memo, They're like, oh, the doorknobs are worth something. So of course they flooded the market and the values went down a little bit. But architectural salvage, be careful. Hardware and such things can be valuable.
Okay. Well, that was a good one because I know we've talked about something similar. Speaking of something similar, what are we looking at here?
This is a china bowl. So this piece, of course, is made of ceramic china. It's brown transferware. That means that image of the flowers and the house and the bridge are actually the plantation home and the bridge are actually transferred on from a piece of paper onto the ceramic during the firing process and then glazed. It's about 8 inches in diameter, which makes it a dinner plate or an entree plate. It's really quite nice. But that particular piece is like a shallow plate, shallow dish bowl. I shouldn't really call it a plate because plates are flat. This is more of a shallow dish or bowl.
Oh, I struggle with this one. I think we've talked about China in the past, and sometimes it's not holding its value, but certain pieces still do.
This is a nice piece for the cabinet, like the curio cabinet.
Okay, and so then that means it could be by itself.
It could be by itself.
Okay. Since you said that, you're talking my love language and storage and displaying. So, Lori, I'm going to go ahead and say no dumpster.
It's a dumpster. It's
Oh.
good for display, but it's only worth $35. But for one plate, for one dish, $35 is high value.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And I was going to say, the way you talked about the brown and the white, I thought maybe that would have added value versus some other kind of chinas.
Blue and white might be more valuable because
Okay.
blue and white is very, very desirable. A lot of people collect blue and white, which looks like Cantonware. But
Okay.
Transferware from Staffordshire, England, like this piece, is a nice piece at $35.
And again, if you had more than one, well, there you go. That would definitely mean no dumpster then, right?
Right. Right.
Well, Dr. Lori, what is the best way for people if they want to, of course, play along with you? I know this is just one of the many games that you like to play with your fans and followers.
That's right. Of course, drlori.com is the website. There's all kinds of information there, videos as well. And you can also check out my YouTube channel, which is also Dr. Lori V. So you can't miss me, and I'll see you here, of course, on Wednesdays.
Good stuff. Thank you so much for your time, as always.